Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation, live from Big 12 Media Days in Arlington, Texas. Time now for our interview with BYU quarterback Kedon Slovis. What he thinks of this Big 12 welcome in Dallas and how Aaron Roderick has made the BYU offense one of the toughest for Big 12 defenses to prepare for. Kedon, this is your now first experience at a Big 12 Media Days. As you walk into AT&T Stadium and see all this around you, what was your initial reaction to the welcome that BYU and you personally got?
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive. Obviously, to be in this kind of stadium environment, it's an awesome place. I've only seen it on TV the first time I've ever been here. So, but then also to meet other players and coaches, to see Coach Arkeesian say what's up to everyone, say what's up to Kalani. It's a pretty cool experience just to be in this in the atmosphere.
Sark's our guy, man.
Oh yeah,
he played at BYU. He's one of us. But he's going to be on the other sideline, which is weird. What has this experience been like, given that you've been to Pac-12 Media Days and I assume ACC Media Days last year as well? How does this kind of compare?
Yeah, I just went to that one Pac-12 Media Day in 2021, and it was a good experience too, but a little different, a little bit bigger. We were at like a hotel, and everyone's at the hotel, and we have a huge stadium that the Cowboys play in, and it's Jerrysville. It's like the best stadium in the country probably. So feels a lot bigger right now, and obviously there's a lot of excitement too with the expansion of the conference and with us joining it and the other three schools joining as well. So a lot of energy in the air, and it's an exciting time for everyone.
You've been doing a bevy of interviews, so how has that been? What have your interactions been like with the other members of the media from the opposing fan bases?
It's been pretty good, and a lot of people move around too. So if you guys are like, oh, I interviewed you out of high school, or like, oh, we talked a long time, and so it's good to kind of catch up with some of the guys I haven't seen in a while, and they're all so kind too. And I was a little worried about questions getting kind of repetitive, and it's been pretty easy so far. So I've enjoyed it a lot, but I guess talk to me the other day. I might have a different answer for you.
What's the question you've wanted to answer today that you haven't been asked, so we can do that right now?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've been asked a bunch of like silly questions about, and everyone's asked, oh, what's this year going to be like? I don't know. I mean, that's your guys' job, right? To come up with the good ones.
I was trying to peddle it over to you.
No, let's talk about your suit, Kedon.
Oh, that's a great. This is I actually got this last year. Fits good. Got it. Shout out to, I don't remember who did it, but shout out to the guy who helped me get it. But yeah, it's done me well so far. It's a little hot today.
Very sharp, very BYU-centric and appropriate.
Yeah, the Navy carried over to BYU. Yes. I just knew all along I was going to end up here. Yeah.
Now, I've enjoyed your personality so far. The monarchs you wore on our set, the understanding of kind of church culture, right, as a member of another faith. When Cody Epps, when you knew Cody was coming back, you hinted to everyone, you said elder on Twitter. What's it been like to be a guy that is incorporating into a very connected to the church fan base, yet you understand kind of the culture at this point, it feels like.
Yeah.
What that means to BYU.
Right. And it all, like the mission of BYU and our football team, it always goes back to the church. But ultimately, like I was telling my dad the other day, like it doesn't necessarily matter if you're not of the LDS faith. If you just have good values that align with the church, if you're a good person, you value all the things that the church values and that BYU values, you're going to fit in fine. And I think that's one thing that me and Cody kind of shared. We're not from Utah. We're not members of the church. But at the same time, I feel like we've been welcomed in with open arms because it's been so easy to kind of seamlessly fit in with guys you share so many values with.
You got like a missionary look going, by the way.
I'm trying to. We're on a mission this year to have a good year. So.
Well
absolutely.
Done.
It's very sharp. You have dodged the blitzes here, Kedon, okay? This is very impressive.
The hard ones were BYUtv.
That should be the slam dunk.
He's quick on his feet for sure.
Check down.
Kedon Slovis is with us on BYU Sports Nation. You see that Big 12 logo on the BYU jersey, and now it starts to feel a little bit more real. But what's your perception of the Big 12 conference just in general? How do you feel like it'll be different than what you have played against in the past?
Yeah, every conference has its own identity and is a little different. I think on the outside looking in, historically I look at scoring a lot of points, fun, high-flying offenses. But I think recently, too, just look at how many great players came from this conference. And I think, too, any given Saturday, there's no, height of the conference or weakness of the conference. I think every team is so great. You look at a team like, I've said this a few times, but TCU played in the national championship, and they were in a dogfight with West Virginia, who probably didn't have the best record, but they're playing with a team who played in the college football playoff and won a game in the college football playoff. So I think that's the beauty of this conference is everyone can compete any given Saturday, and top to bottom, it's a solid conference with lots of great players.
There's going to be a lot of compelling games on the schedule. Certainly a comment from Pitt, from you to West Virginia will be brought up when you play West Virginia. What will that game be like?
It'll be exciting. I mean, for that game last year was a rivalry game, and I think a lot of that stuff was out of character and probably egged on by people of that prior team. But there's no personal feelings towards that team. They're a great team, and I think all these experiences of going to West Virginia, going to Oklahoma State, going to Texas, going to TCU, I mean, going to Kansas. I'm trying to think of all of them.
What's the sixth?
All of those.
We only missed one. What was the sixth game? We did 5.
Well, at Arkansas is the other one, but
and then there you go. Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
You got all of them, dude.
Anyway, so that's
you've covered it.
Trying to. Got a lot of prep for today, but no, all those games are so exciting. So there's no personal grievances or anything with any of these teams. It's just I'm just excited to go play at any of these venues and against these great teams.
I think the Mountaineers will forget. They won't.
I mean, I'm not on that team anymore, so I think they can have a little more love.
It's a little different for sure. Kedon Slovis on BYU Sports Nation. Where are you as a collective unit right now, and where do you want to be better by the time the first game rolls around in 50-ish days? So where are you now, and where do you need to get better the most?
Yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at. We've done a lot of PRPs. We picked up extra PRP per week this starting the last couple of weeks. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Honestly, we've we have so many opportunities in those PRPs to kind of get refined with plays, to really just harp on them, do them over and over and over again. And then within those plays, where can you get better? And I think that's, as fall camp goes along, nothing's perfect. Coaches aren't out there, so you can't see everything. But even, simple yesterday, I was talking to Parker about running his route a certain way. And hey, if you do this, it's way easier to throw you the ball. And having that understanding of, where I'm seeing the field and where they can kind of come together. Going through all the checks that the O-line can hear. There's no defense out there. But if they can hear the potential check they're going to get more comfortable. Obviously, in fall camp, you get more of that stuff. So I think that's where we'll kind of grow the most.
We've talked to John Beck about you, but I want to ask you about John Beck. What role did he play in sort of being influenced to consider BYU, and what role has he played in sort of your development as I call him the #1 private quarterback coach in the world right now?
Yeah, he probably is. It's funny. I got asked the other day, what's your affiliation with BYU? And I was sitting next to John. I was like, this guy right here, he's the reason I got here. And obviously had a great relationship before, but just going, it just allowed me to kind of trust everything that BYU was selling me, because I knew that I could trust John. And I know I can trust the coaches now, but you don't know who you're dealing with when you meet them for, a couple of days at a time. So that really made me feel confident about it. Also, just working out with guys like Jaron and Zach before I even, was in the portal to begin with, I kind of had a feeling.
You knew them there.
Yeah, so gotcha. I'd go out to throw, and Zach or Jaron would be out there, and they'd be working on BYU's offense. So even though I wasn't focused on it, I kind of in the back of my mind knew what stuff they were doing. I really liked it, so I kind of had a pretty good feel going into it. But the relationship with John was awesome, and it still is. We went golfing the other day, and he comes out to Utah all the time to throw with those guys, and he'll throw with us too. So really fortunate that we have that guy in our corner.
Can he still sling it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you saw the alumni game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's wearing Dak Prescott's cleats, too.
Those were legit.
The custom AJ11 cleats or whatever they are.
Those were awesome.
All right.
Maybe they're around here somewhere in the stadium.
We are
some Prescotts, yeah.
We're in Dak's house for sure. Jaron was just talking about John, and you were quoted recently saying that, BYU football, it's exciting because you like to take shots, and I'm paraphrasing, but then you said, we've got every screen pass known to man in the book.
Hinkley Ropati just raised his hand somewhere. He's like, throw to me.
What's it like working with Aaron Roderick as you expand that playbook and open up some more possibilities?
Yeah, I think that's the most exciting thing. Even with that, the amount of protections we have, it's astounding to me. I'm not used to that. Usually drop back, it's okay, you have 6-man, 5-man, 2-jet, 3-jet, same stuff everyone does in the country. And I feel like we rarely do that. We almost do every other protection. We do the shots, we do the actions, we do the show actions. 7-man, we block it up, and we can. It's simple for us, but we can disguise it 100 different ways.
Yeah.
And for a defense to game plan against that, it's so tough. So I know, obviously I'm comfortable in the drop back game. So when I want to give A-Rod hopefully the opportunity to kind of dial up whatever he wants and whatever's going to allow us to attack defense is the best way possible.
Caden, great to talk to you,
Brother
man.
Slovis, good to have you on, buddy.
No, he's
Good to talk to you
looking
guys.
sharp. Things are great, man. We appreciate the time as always.
Thanks.
No, yeah, it's good to be my home away from home. You know, we got
let's
the
go.
set here in Dallas.
Home in
Feeling
Dallas.
Good.
Go,
Yeah.
baby.